So let's move now to the Western Cape, and the man accused of raping, murdering and kidnapping 8-year-old Tazne van Wyk was back in the Western Cape High Court today. Mohideen Pangaka was arrested a week after her disappearance in 2020. He led police to a stormwater drain where the girl's mutilated body was found. He's facing 27 charges. Let's get more details now from Nobesuthu Hejana, our reporter in Cape Town, who's covering this case. Nobesuthu, it's interesting that the accused, it's his second day on the stand today, is denying the charges around Tazne van Wyk, and yet he's the one who led the police to her body. Is that correct?
Certainly, Sally, and he's not only denying the accusations that he's facing with regards to Tazne, the rape, kidnapping and the murder, he's also questioning why are some of the 27 charges that were brought after his arrest, saying that some of the people that are accusing him of committing those crimes towards, that includes some of the family members who are accusing him of sexual assault or sexual abuse, that if they wanted to report those crimes, they could have, because there were opportunities where he was not around, he was in jail, but they never came out to open those charges. So when he took the stand today on Tuesday, he did say that he did not know Tazne van Wyk, he had no relations with her, and he only saw the girl at the shop where he also bought the cigarettes, and Tazne was there to buy a drink, a cool drink, and then he told the court that when he saw Tazne, it was just a few minutes or a few moments, because he had to go back to his flat or to the place where he was renting to charge his phone as he was preparing to take a trip to Worcester, but also saying that there was no reasons for him to kidnap the girl, and saying that he does not understand, or denying some of the testimonies that were made by people around that area that said that they saw him boarding a taxi to Worcester with a girl, and other people were also saying that they saw him along the N1 by the garage, where we also did see some of the footage about a few months ago in court, where they showed a man, or a structure of a man accompanying or walking with a little girl, but he was saying that it's not him, and denying the accusations that people saw him traveling with her. At some stage, his defense was also asking him whether he remembers a testimony by one of the gentlemen who was driving a white BMW, where he asked him where was he traveling to, or why was he traveling to the area, and he told them that he was taking the girl to see his mother. But when he was asked about those claims or testimonies, he basically said that he had no reasons to do so, and he does not know why the people are accusing him of traveling with Tazne or being with the little girl.
He's also been accused of being involved in child pornography and other accusations that he violated young girls. Tell us a little bit more about the raft of charges that he's facing.
So he's facing about 27 charges, which include assault, sexual abuse with some of the family members that also gave testimonies in court, but those testimonies were in camera due to some of the crimes that the court were alleging that they were committed when they were very young. So he did also speak about that last week when he was asked about his relations with the people who testified in court, and saying that he does not know why they are accusing him, because if he committed such, they could have opened cases. But we also heard from court that from his side, when last week a parole officer from the Ladysmith Correctional Services told the court that he had absconded, and at the time he committed the crime, police officers or the correctional services was looking for him. So he basically said that there was one instance where he had found a job in Johannesburg, and he was asked whether he did relay or notify notify his parole officers, and he said that he made several attempts to inform them that he had found a job in Johannesburg, but there was no one available to, or no one took him serious. They thought he was joking, so that's why when they were looking for him, he was not around, and they ended up opening a file of a missing person. That was when he was arrested after the accusations of kidnapping Tazne back in 2020.
All right, thank you very much for updating us on the case where Tazne van Wyk violated and murdered. That's our reporter on the case, Nobesuthu Hejana.